Welcome everyone! In today's video, I would like to show you some activities you can do in the Undermine after you're done with your weekly stuff, be it a raid, weekly vault, etc. And no, I'm not talking about playing other games. Oh, and the mount of the day is the Warcraft Dark Hound. You can get this mount from the mission table in the Shadowlands. It's one of the latest missions in the mission table campaign. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So, the first thing I like to show you is to farm the Miscellaneous Mechanica. This rare item can drop from any rare in Undermine, but has a higher chance to drop from either the weekly rares or the cardinal specific rares, and is farmed to buy either pets or mounts. The weekly rares can be seen here on the map and can only be killed once per week per character. Then, the cardinal specific rares can also be killed only once per week per character, with the addition of someone having to start the event to summon the rare. Here are the cardinal specific rares and the cartel they belong to. And then there's the Dark Fuse Precipitant, which has to be summoned by someone who is friendly with the Dark Fuse solution reputation with the canister of Dark Fuse solution. This rare can also be killed once per week per character. Another way of farming the Miscellaneous Mechanica is by looting the overflowing dumpsters around Undermine. These have a very small chance to drop it. From my experience, I've only gotten one Miscellaneous Mechanica from the dumpsters. Any other rare that hasn't been mentioned is a daily rare that can also drop the item, however, on a lower drop chance. A thing to consider is that the rares not mentioned are once per day per character, so you could get even more Miscellaneous Mechanica by farming them on multiple characters. I have been casually farming these, and so far I've gotten 14. The mounts can also be bought and sold on the auction house, and might make you rich, depending on when you're selling them. Then we have the chat lists. First things first, what is a chat list? Well, the chat list is a weekly list you get from the chat machine at the Intercontinental Hotel. It requires you to complete any 4 missions out of the 8 listed. These missions are very easy to complete and should take you around 5 minutes on average. Once you complete the list, you have 2 options. First is to turn it back to the chat machine and get some Valor Stones and progress towards Chatmate achievement. The second option is to turn it to your chosen cardel to buy the Finder's Fee. This item, once purchased, will instantly be opened and will grant you 500 reputation with your chosen cartel. If you want to buy the Finder's Fee from the Bilgewater cartel, but you have chosen the Steamweedle as your main cardel for the week, you might want to wait a week. Then, another thing you might consider doing is doing the shipping and handling. You'll be doing this for the rewards you get from every 10th delivery. These can contain 2 pets and a trenchcoat transmog. These pets can also be bought and sold on the auction house, and that's why I would consider doing this now and then. And the last thing I like to mention is farming Gallywix on LFR difficulty on as many alts as you can for the prototype ASMR mount. Compared to LFR Queen Ansarek from the last season, this one is even easier to farm, since you can queue up for Gallywix only, unlike with Queen Ansarek, where you had to clear the court before. I don't know the item level requirement to queue up, but I have been able to queue with my 607 item level Protection Paladin, so the requirement is very low. The boss is easy to deal with even with randoms, as long as there's one person doing the bombs. The mount has a low drop chance, but I have seen it drop like 3 times already, so it doesn't look that bad. And if you're not into mount farming, you can also do this every week, and once you get the mount, you can sell it to someone in the raid. People are willing to spend a lot of gold to get this mount, me included. And well, those are the part-time activities I'm doing when I'm done with my weekly vault and stuff. Why don't you share your pastime activities in the comments below? And speaking of commenting, answer this question of the day. Is there something that you have bought and regretted it? For me, it has to be probably some video games I bought, played for a few hours and then never touched again. There's quite a few, Back 4 Blood for example. I wanted to play it so badly, but none of my friends bought it, so I tried to play it alone and I didn't enjoy it. What about you? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching the video, like it if you liked it, and make sure to cast judgment on the subscribe button and bell button as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later!